We have new information about the night a teenager was killed by a Balch Springs police officer. Sources tell News 8 several shots were fired from a nursing home parking lot in the neighborhood where police responded on April 29th. Officer Roy Oliver and another officer were at a house for a loud party call. Jordan Edwards, his brothers and friends got in a car to leave the party. The police chief says that Oliver fired into that car as it was driving away, killing Jordan Edwards. Edwards' family just met with the Dallas County DA, who's prosecuting the officer in this case. News 8's Damon Fernandez is there live now with much more. Damon?
Hey there, John. Lawyers for the Edwards family told me it was the Dallas County District Attorney, Faith Johnson, who requested that meeting with the 15-year-old's parents. One other thing they announced today is that the Department of Justice is now looking into this deadly officer-involved shooting case. Just take a look at this video. The faces of Jordan Edwards' father and stepmother appeared very somber as they arrived at the Frank Crowley building this afternoon with their legal team. Now, lawyers say the DA wanted to discuss evidence, resources, and the expectations of Jordan's family as the state pursues this murder case against former Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver. Now, Oliver, who is white, was charged with murder last week, days after firing a rifle into a car full of black teens leaving that party. Now, Jordan was in the passenger seat. Body cam video told a different story than Oliver's initial police report were told. Now, the Balch Springs police chief fired Oliver for violating department procedures. Community members have been demanding transparency on all levels of this shooting investigation for nearly 2 weeks now. Several anti-violence advocates and faith leaders stood in solidarity with the Edwards family today. They're asking for a deeper probe into the Balch Springs Police Department and its practices. Community members say they're concerned knowing the last time an officer was convicted of shooting and killing someone in Dallas County was back in 1973. Now, I asked the lawyers if they left that meeting with the DA with a sense of confidence and optimism. One of them told me she left with more questions.
Our community has been traumatized over and over and over throughout this entire country, where we think that we're finally getting somewhere, we get our hopes up, and then it all falls apart. And so I do believe that DA Johnson is committed to getting a conviction. I just don't know that I'm so convinced that the path to that conviction, I don't know if we see eye to eye on how we're going to get there.
Now, sources close to the investigation are telling us more charges could come out of this case, including the possibility of obstruction of justice charges. Now, the community says it's committed to helping and supporting the Edwards family as they continue pushing forward with this case and investigation. One thing that we did find out also is that the Mothers Against Police Brutality will be working with the Edwards family. They'll be staging a special event out here 2 o'clock Saturday. They'll be holding a wreath-laying ceremony not only to honor Jordan Edwards, but also to remember all of those children, they say, who've been killed by police in and around our area and across the country. Damon Fernandez, Channel 8 News.